legs and turtle toes. Gonna be tasty, I suppose. Hi, boys and girls. It's story time with Miss Cheryl. Getting to that scary time of year. Halloween is drawing near. Filled with ghoul and gory. Let's get to the business of today's Halloween story. Today our story is Room on the Broom. Let's get started. And the story is by Julia Donaldson. Room on the Broom. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black and long ginger hair in a braid down her back. How the cat purred and the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then, out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. And the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held onto her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid just like that. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her braid in the bow, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on, the witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on the fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into the bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am a dragon as mean as can be, and which with French fries tastes delicious to me." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, "Just this once, I'll have witch without fries." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl, and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off! That's my witch!" The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he sputtered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. And thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside. So, with that, then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, and the cat found a comb. The bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. And while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. Then out rose a truly magnificent room, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. I love that story. All right, boys and girls. I'm so excited about Halloween coming, and I'm so excited about this time of the year. I think I might read another story. Let's try Trick or Treat Arkansas. How about that? Trick or Treat Arkansas. This book was written by Eric James and Carl West. It seems like it was written just for us because it says Arkansas. Trick or Treat Arkansas. Okay, you ready, boys and girls? Read with me. The full moon's out on Halloween. The sky is starry bright. Above the state of Arkansas appears an eerie light. Look at that. Oh, I know what that is. It darts behind the scattered clouds. It zips from town to town. It hovers over Springdale, then slowly heads on down. A ramp shoots out. A hatch appears. Smoke pours into the air. A chilling alien silhouette gives owls and wolves a scare. It steps out of the thick white fog. Its skin is neon green. This alien is, without a doubt, the cutest thing I've seen. Look at him. He has 3 little eyes. He has more eyes than he has teeth. He's got 3 little eyes and 2 teeth. He is cute. And he's holding a map of Arkansas. Let's turn the page. There's just so much to do. And what about Lake Chico? But first, a trip to Little Rock Zoo. He pulls out his transporter and waves it in the air. Now in the spot where he just stood, there is nobody there. Wow. He reappears in Little Rock and wanders all around, making sure that he checks off each landmark that he's found. Look at his top 5 tourist spots. Turpentine Creek, Wildlife Refuge, Eureka Springs, Museum of Discovery, Little Rock, Thorn Crown Chapel, Eureka Springs, Magic Springs, Theme and Water Park, Hot Springs, Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, Bentonville. He zaps on to Fayetteville to take a little look, snapping selfies as he goes and posting them to his Spacebook. Get it? Spacebook, Facebook. Okay. But where is everybody? Are they staying in tonight? He climbs up high to take a peek and gets a nasty fright. For all around this spooky town, the streets are jammed and heaving. Monsters, monsters everywhere. It's time that he was leaving. Vampires, dinosaurs, skeletons, mummies. Yes. And there he is up in the tower. He's afraid. He's afraid of them. They're scaring him. They're scary looking. I'd better run, the alien says. I'm not a big brave hero. Oh no, my gizmo doesn't work. The battery gauge reads 0. They're closing in. There's no escape. He scrunches up his eyes. The monsters all surround him, but he gets a big surprise. Hey, high five, dude, a vampire shouts. Great costume, shrieks a ghoul. A little ghost tugs at his arm and says, I think you're cool. So, you don't want to eat me then? The little alien asks. They laugh until they're so red-faced they must take off their masks. Sweet Anne, smiles the ghost. While giving them a flick, the children shriek. What happens next is just the coolest trick. The jack-o'-lanterns all take off and float into the sky. Oh, wow, they gasp. It looks like you're a real-life alien guy. The children dance excitedly. They shout, can you do more? The alien shows them lots of tricks as they go door to door. These antics impress everyone, which comes in really handy because it means before too long their bags are filled with candy. It's getting late, I better go, the alien says at last. I promise I'll come back next year. Arkansas is a blast. They take him to his spaceship and say their sad goodbyes. They wait for him to start it up and zoom into the skies. But something isn't right because it makes the weirdest sound. The witch points underneath and asks, what is that on the ground? His spaceship has a fuel leak. There's thick goo everywhere. Oh, shucks, he says. It looks like I'm not going anywhere. The werewolf hands out bubble gum and shouts, come on, guys, chew. We'll stretch the gum across the hole and stick it down like glue. Sweet, said the mummy. We'll fill the tank with candy. We've got buckets of the stuff. Throw it in, up to the brim. That should be just enough. The spaceship is now ready. The alien turns the key. The engine roars. The spaceship soars and zooms off with a whee. Look at everyone waving goodbye. There he goes, and he put a sticker on his spaceship that says, I love Arkansas. But now it's diving back to Earth. The children shake with fear. He's just flying past to wave and say, see you next year. Happy Halloween, Arkansas. Cute little alien story. I enjoyed being your witch for the day. I hope you guys have a safe and happy Halloween and get plenty of candy and get in and out of the house safe. Make sure you have on clothing and costumes that reflect the light. You want reflectors on you. You don't want to eat any unwrapped candy. Let your parents supervise all the candy that you bring home before you eat it. And I can't think of anything else to say other than